So as part of the HitLab Black Friday special, I'd like to offer you not one, but two alternative views on large language models. And hopefully we can work together interactively to examine them. And hopefully you can tell the difference between the two. They're radically different approaches on large language models in healthcare. So here's version number one, and it's short, so please hang with me. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and visionaries of the healthcare industry, we stand today at the threshold of a transformative era in healthcare, where the power of artificial intelligence is poised to revolutionize the way we diagnose, treat, and prevent diseases. At the forefront of this revolution are large language models, or LLMs, sophisticated AI systems capable of processing and understanding the human language at an unprecedented level. LLMs hold the potential to unlock the wealth of opportunities in healthcare, enhancing medical diagnosis, accelerating drug discovery, and ultimately improving patient outcomes. Today, I invite you to embark on a journey as we explore the transformative impact of LLMs and the future of healthcare. So what I just read you, I didn't write. It was written by a chatbot called Google Bard. And the instruction I gave it, or the prompt, if you will, is write a compelling keynote speech on large language models and their use in healthcare. And I don't know about you, I don't find any glaring error in what the model output. For me, it produced basically corporate puffery. It didn't do anything for me. Does anyone have an opinion on what you just heard? Okay. So I think a lot of that is the output is based on essentially what it was trained on. There's a lot of speeches out there that Google crawled, and when it put them together, it gave you what you just heard. Really nothing new. So I would submit that the major risk in the future of LLMs is not in the technology, but it's in our ability to discern the fake from the real, and also to assign value and to validity from certain data sources that you hear from. So here's a guy with 30 years of health tech experience and 15 in large language models. Maybe there's some validity there. There was validity in Theranos. When you put Henry Kissinger on your board, right, there's validity there. But in practice, there was none. And this is really a critical skill we're all going to need to develop as we move forward. Can you tell the real from the artificial? So here's the second version of an LLM speech. It's what I wrote on the subway on the way here. And it's my interpretation of where we are. It's about the same length as the other one, and I would hope and expect your unvarnished opinion when I'm done. So here goes the second version. Impressionism, jazz, and rap, all original art forms incredibly distinct from what preceded them. It would be difficult to make a case that Renoir was anything like Michelangelo, or that John Coltrane is anything like Beethoven. Today's state-of-the-art LLMs would be incapable of producing the next original anything, because they're only as good or bad as what they've been trained on. They all look to the past, not the future. As my chatbot-generated speech that preceded this one points out, LLMs excel at improving what we already have. They're identifying errors and inefficiencies, but most importantly, looking across the siloed world of healthcare. LLMs don't care if you went to Harvard or community college. They don't care if you're a neurologist or a cardiologist, a scientist or a hack. They only care if a word, image, or audio clip mathematically matches what the person was searching for. I hope you notice the difference between what an LLM developed and what I put forth. I think one tried to teach you something while the other just tried to fill an empty space with words. So what did you think about the second one? Anything? It was more synthetic? Thank you. And I guess really that's the point I'm trying to make. If you're Renoir sitting there looking at classical art saying, I want to do something totally different. There's no precedent for what I want to do, and that's okay. That's uniquely human. And when I sit and think about LLMs, they can't be original. And that's the message I'm trying to give everybody here. They're incapable of being original, at least right now. That could change. And the risk to all of us is really, do we fall for it or not? And we all have been exposed, and we all will be exposed increasingly to the technology. So thank you so much for the time, and I really appreciate the opportunity. Any questions? Okay, thank you.